Are we close to having stagflation?
Yeah, we are in stagflation.
We are. Stagflation is simply where you have inflation, and yet at the same time you have high unemployment.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Christian Finance for your regular financial content. But today we'll be covering the one and only Ray Dalio and just seeing what he has to say about the financial markets in the short to midterm. As well, I'll give you my own personal perspective on what's going to be happening on the short to mid to long term. Of course, using data to back up what I'm saying.
Are we close to having stagflation?
Yeah, we are in stagflation.
We are. Stagflation is simply where you have inflation, and yet at the same time you have high unemployment.
Yeah, you have economic weakness.
Right.
In other words, you have a stagnant economy. Stagnant, essentially means
meaning growth is reduced.
Low growth, and with high inflation.
Yeah. Yep, and he's 100% correct. So right now what we're experiencing on the macro level is stagflation, meaning that inflation is running high. Meanwhile, the economy is showing weakness. Right here we have the inflation over the last little bit. And as you guys can see, the year-over-year inflation over the past 6 months has been anywhere from 8.2 to 9.1, which is a 40-year high. Now, yes, the most recent data did come in good, with it being 7.7, which really is a step in the right direction. However, overall, we still are at a 40-year high, right? That's something that we do have to keep in mind. Also, on a macroeconomic factor, we still have the war going on, which is a problem. Obviously, it's terrible what's going on, but economically wise, the whole world is feeling it, right? More so Europe than anybody else, but everywhere it's being felt. And another scary factor that I don't see enough people talking is the surplus of supply that we're seeing lately in the cheaper alternative store giants such as Walmart and Target, right? So think about it logically, right? When the economy is not performing the way it should be, you would think that everybody should be flocking to stores that are cheaper, right? But right now, Walmart and Target have too much supply. They cannot sell enough of their supply, right? And that to me is quite a worrying factor that not many people are talking about. And lastly, we have interest rates. They keep on increasing. We have another 0.75. I believe right now we're at 4%, which is crazy. Some experts are even speculating we're going to go as high as 5. Personally, I don't think we're going to go that far. Maybe another quarter to 0.5. But we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out as time goes by. With that, guys, I just want to take a quick second and ask you if you're enjoying the videos. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload. I do put a lot of effort into these videos, making sure you guys are getting your regular financial news. So the only thing asking in return, guys, is just subscribe to the channel. Now up next, I do want to look at a tweet of somebody that I look up to quite a lot, and a lot of people in the financial space do as well, and that's Burry. He says this was coming because it has always been this way before. How anyone over the age of 40 did not see it coming is a riddle. The answer is being greed. Yep, and what he's talking about is here we had the bottom way back, and obviously here at the top, everybody, whenever the market is at an all-time high or close to it, nobody wants to sell at that time, right? Everybody just thinks it's going to keep going higher and higher and higher, right? Until it doesn't. And then eventually right here we crashed, right? So the market goes in cycles. So essentially where he's getting at is typically when people think the market is just going to keep getting higher and higher and higher. That is when the crash and recession occurs. And when everybody thinks we're going to keep going lower and lower and lower, that's typically when the bull market begins. I will touch upon Bitcoin really quickly. That is exactly what happened there. Obviously there was massive euphoria. Bitcoin went over 25x in a small span period, year and a half, from about 2020 to end of 2021. November 9th, I think about, is when it peaked out at 69,000. Now, obviously, it's at about less than a quarter of the price. We had the massive crash with FTX and the controversy there. If you guys want me to, I can do a separate video on it and cover that entirely. But yes, going back to Michael's tweet, people should be really focusing on selling and getting out at the high peak prices, right? And if you truly believe in something and you think it's going to go back up, this is when you should be accumulating and dollar cost averaging into it is in a very low price, right? That is how the folks do it that are actually successful. And this is definitely something a lot of people can learn from. Actually, here we have the Dow Jones performing relatively well, actually quite well, is the one still holding up. Even the Nasdaq isn't doing too poorly. But again, we're in a recession and we're going to see these fluctuations until the next leg up. Now, really quickly, guys, just as I end this video, I just want to give you a quick reminder that one, recession is when a lot of millionaires and billionaires you see are made in the rough times, right? Every tough time, there's opportunity, right? Think about how many people exploded during the beginning of the pandemic, right? Tons. Just like a lot of people lost everything, right? So a lot of people will lose everything in a recession, and a lot of people will take advantage of the situation and succeed, right? So my point is, make sure to do your research, make sure to know what you're doing, watch videos, tons of resources on my channel, on other YouTube channels, on Google in general. If you're interested in, for example, investing in something like Bitcoin, read the white paper, right? Understand it. Make sure you know blockchain. If you're looking to invest into stocks, then understand the company. If you want to do an index fund, research it. Make sure you're investing in the right chain of companies in an industry that you want to be doing. And yes, right now is a time that a lot of people that are prepared are going to have made a lot of money 3-4 years from now when we see the bull market, right? And you could be one of those people, right? If you're really well prepared. Not financial advice. Once again, make sure you do your own research. And with that, guys, the video is over. Once again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, stay diversified.